morning. Welcome to Rudraaya. I'm your host, Nisha Sharma, and Rudraaya is being brought to you with the kind compliments of Maharujadev Mandir. And of course, the Mandir is located at 850 Tapscott Road, Unit 34 in Scarborough, with Tapscott and McNichol being our closest intersection. So today it is Durga Ashtami, so I'd like to start off by wishing all of you happy Durga Ashtami. And of course, we hope to see you tonight at the Mandir, where we will be celebrating Durga Ashtami in grand, in a grand way, where we will be worshipping the 9 Kanyas and the 1 little Lord Shiva. So please come and join with us. The puja starts at 6:30, and throughout the program today, I'll be giving you more information on what to expect this evening at our Mandir. We would like to introduce you to our spiritual leader, Pandit Ravi Sharma, for our pravachan. Enjoy. My dear viewers, today's pravachan is going to take the form of a question and answer forum. And I know we had a lot of great reviews from last week on the question and answer forum, because there are a lot of burning questions, as I mentioned, that you have for Panditji. So today, as we celebrate Durga Ashtami, would ask Pandit, why is Durga Ashtami considered the most auspicious day of the Navratri season or celebration?
Indeed, it's beautiful questions, and questions need to be asked by all, where we can get befitting answers. Today is called as Ashtami. Ashtami means 8. Navami itself means 9, which is tomorrow. Dashmi means 10, which is the 10th session that falls into tomorrow, which concludes. Suffice it to say, today we celebrate the Durga Ashtami. Question is asked, why is it considered so holy? Well, our Shastras tells us that this was the day of where there was a combination of all of the Devas. When they were themselves unable to defeat the mighty, the powerful Mahishasura, when he was causing so much havoc, every Rakshas, every Asura, or those who have practiced such traits of negativeness, they had learned from those who were their predecessors. And so they had learned that what they should ask for. And so he asked for this boon, that may none of the male deities, meaning Bhagwan Narayan, meaning Bhagwan Shivji, meaning Ganesha, meaning Ramchandraji, Indra, Surya, Varun, and so on, may none of the male deities be able to defeat them. And so the question was asked, then when they themselves were unable to defeat this Mahishasura, but this are all called as a play or the work of the Lord. And so when they all prayed towards the Lord in such manner, it is said that a tej, a brilliance, a brilliant light is emanated from the eyes of Bhagwan Shivji, that came into a focal point. The tej or the light itself of Bhagwan Shri Narayan himself came together, and so all the devas combined, and from that form itself emerged this Mahachandika Devi. And so this Mahachandika Devi, it is said that on this was the night that she came and she took manifestation, for she's a combination not of just one, but of all the devas that we worship on special days, that she manifested because of all of the teja, all of the brilliance, all of the strength and all of the power. And so it's considered that this actual time is when she came and she took manifestation. So just as the devas paid obeisance to her, we pay obeisance to her, especially on this day. We hope that this has brought some clarity on it.
So yes, and of course it explains the importance of the Durga Ashtami day. And of course on this day we also worship the 9 Kanyas and the 1 little boy. So can you please let our viewers know what is the significance and what is the importance of performing this Kanya Puja?
So that's a broad question that we have spent the entire week just explain, and for those of you who are here, suffice to say, if I would put it in a nutshell, that the significance of these 9 together with this young little boy implies that in this body Ashta Chakra Navadvara. Navadvara itself means that the Ashta Chakra means that the 8 centers of spirituality Navadwara means that there are 9 different doorways, eyes, ears, nostril, mouth, so forth, that Atma itself lives. And so these 9s are a combination of these Nava, which means it's 9. The little boy that some call as little Shiva. Bhagavan Shivaji was never a little baby to begin with. We should never be fooled by pictures that we see Bhagavan Shivaji walking like a little baby. Bhagavan Shiva is a state of consciousness. He is also called as Bhairava. So as Bhairava, which means that he is called as a protector. We also have our guardian deity, protects our land, protects everything. And so he was called as the protector of all. And so these 9 little girls from the age of 2 up to 11, that they are remembered and they are worshipped in grand style, which we will perform on this day together with this one little boy, who is the representation of Mahakal, Kal Ishwar, Dev Adi, Mahadev, Bhagwan Shankar.
So there you have, viewers. If you hadn't, attended one of the sessions where Panditji was, expounding from the Devi Bhagavatam, your chances tonight to come down and do special worship. It is going to be the culmination of the Navratri period tonight at Maharudraaya Mandir. So please come out and perform, join with us in performing this most auspicious puja, as well as continuing to listen of the glories of Ma Durga. So thank you, Panditji, and we will now join our sponsors for some messages. Maharudraaya Mandir presents an evening of fantasy, Om Shanti Om, on Saturday, November the 16th, created by renowned music director Rahman Khan, with a versatile team of sensational singers, Shobha Shekhar, Jay Solanki and Bisram Devkinandan. Tickets are only $25 and it includes dinner. Location is Chinkuzi Secondary School, and there's a host of different individuals and venues that you could attain your tickets from. So please be sure to join us for this amazing event.
पिया कभी अपना जल, वृक्ष न खाए कभी अपने फल, अपना तन का मन का जनक, दूजों को दे जो जहान है, वो सच्चा इंसान है, इस धरती का भगवान है। नदियाँ पिया कभी अपना जल, वृक्ष न खाए कभी अपने फल। अगर से जिसका अंग जले और दुनिया को में विश्वास रे, अगर से जिसका अंग जले और दुनिया को में विश्वास दे, दीपक से उसका जीवन है जो तुझो को अपना प्रकाश दे, तुझो को अपनी प्रकाश दे। धर्म है जिसका भगवत गीता, धर्म है जिसका भगवत गीता, सेवा है वेद पुराण है, वो सच्चा इंसान रे, धरती का भगवान रे। नदियाँ न पिया कभी अपना जल, वृक्ष न खाए कभी अपने। चाहे कोई गुणगान करे, चाहे करे निंदा कोई, चाहे कोई गुणगान करे, चाहे करे निंदा कोई सत्कार करे और खाते चुप हो जाए कोई, खाते चुप हो जाए कोई। बेमान और बेमान दोनों जिसके लिए समान है वो सच्चा इंसान है, इस धरती का भगवान है। हे नदिया नदिया कभी अपना जल, वृक्ष न खाए कभी अपने फल, अपना धन का मन धन का दूसरों को दे जो दान है वो सच्चा इंसान है, धरती का भगवान है। नदियाँ न पिया कभी अपना जल, वृक्ष न खाए कभी अपने फल, वृक्ष न खाए कभी अपने
Mandir presents an evening of fantasy, Om Shanti Om, on Saturday, November the 16th, created by renowned music director Rahman Khan, with a versatile team of sensational singers, Shobha Shekhar, Jay Solanki and Visram Devkinandan. Tickets are only $25 and it includes dinner. Location is Chinkuzi Secondary School, and there's a host of different individuals and venues that you could attain your tickets from. So please be sure to join us for this amazing event. My dear viewers, we are at the health segment, and of course we remind you that Maharujadiv Mandir celebrates Navratri, and tonight we'll be celebrating Durga Ashtami. So if you haven't joined us for any of the nights, please do come out tonight. We will now join our own Dr. Sachin Ramkisoon as he continues his segment on stress. And for those of you who have missed previous segments, you can always catch us on our website, Maharujadiv Mandir, where there's a direct link to all of the programs Rudraaya that is going to take you to our YouTube channel. So if you have missed it and you are going to be in for some very important information from Dr. Sachin's presentation today, if you've missed the prior weeks, please be sure to log on and join him on our YouTube channel. We'll now join Dr. Sachin Ramkisoon.
Sitaram and welcome to Health Corner. I am Dr. Sachin Ramkisoon, and today is the third and last episode on stress. On today's episode, we will be continuing our talk on strategies to reduce stress in our daily lives. Last week, we spoke about the first two strategies: avoiding unnecessary stress altogether, followed by changing the stressful situation so it is not so stressful in the future. The third strategy is to adapt to the stressful situation. If you cannot change the stressor, you may be able to change your attitude and expectations. Reframe problems to view stressful situations in a more positive perspective. For instance, being stuck in traffic can instead be viewed as an opportunity for some alone time to enjoy music. Look at the big picture so that you can add perspective on a stressful situation. Will this situation matter in a month? Will it matter in a year? Adjust your standards if you have to. Perfectionism is often unattainable and instead a major source of stress. Set reasonable standards for yourself and others that you can be happy with. Lastly, during stressful times, try to focus on the positive things in your life. This helps keep things in perspective and reduce your stress level. The fourth strategy is to accept the things you cannot change. Some stressful situations are unavoidable in life, such as work pressure, illness, or loss of a loved one. In these cases, the best way to cope under stress is to accept things as they are. Avoid trying to control things that are out of your control. Instead, try to focus on things that you can change, such as the way that you react to problems. Learning to forgive allows many of us to accept the fact that we are all imperfect and that people do make mistakes. Letting go of anger and resentment allows you to reduce your stress levels. Share your feelings, whether it's with a friend, a family member, or a therapist. Opening up is not a sign of weakness. The simple act of expressing what you're going through can be very therapeutic. The fifth strategy is to make time for fun and relaxation. Even if you cannot eliminate stress altogether, make time for yourself that you can often use to regroup and to face the next challenge. Set personal time aside to relax and focus your mind. This can be through meditation, chanting, singing, or attending the temple. Taking a break from all your responsibilities allows you to recharge your batteries. Going for a walk, chatting with a good friend, writing in your journal, taking a long bath, working in the garden, or reading a good book can all reduce your stress level. The important point is to make time to do something you enjoy every day that becomes part of your daily routine. The sixth and last strategy is to adopt a healthy lifestyle. Many studies have shown that you can reduce overall stress levels by improving your physical health. Regular exercise plays a key role in reducing and preventing the physical and mental effects of uncontrolled stress. 30 minutes of exercise at least 3 times a week does wonders for stress levels. Eat a healthy diet filled with fresh fruits, vegetables, and whole grain. Reduce your caffeine and sugar intake. The highs from caffeine and sugar often end with a crash in mood and energy, making you more irritable and stressed out. Avoid alcohol and cigarettes, which is an unhealthy coping mechanism. Lastly, get enough sleep to relax your mind and body. These 6 strategies are a guide to help us reduce the amount of uncontrolled stress we experience in our daily lives. Stress is unavoidable, but hopefully this talk gives you some ideas to reduce the stress levels and live a more enjoyable and healthier life. Thank you for joining me on Health Corner, and I look forward to speaking with you again next week on Rudraaya.
My dear viewers, we are at the corporate segment of Rudraaya, and of course we'll join our host for the corporate segment, Kamal Ji from Lotus Funeral Home.
Sitaram and Namaste. My name is Kamal Bardwaj, and I am the owner of Lotus Funeral and Cremation Center in Toronto and Kitchener Funeral Homes and Crematorium in Kitchener. I am also a licensed funeral director. People often ask me about how to have a conversation with a loved one who is dying. It is especially difficult to talk about planning their death in the immediate future. Having this conversation may be full of pain, distress, and high emotion when it's with somebody we love. We do not want to come across insensitive as well. Some people would rather avoid talking about this with a sick person because the fear to say the wrong thing, or perhaps not knowing what to say. However, for the person who is dying, I believe that they have a lot to say. Some of these people may talk about making their funeral arrangements, or perhaps to assure that life will go on for their loved ones after they have passed away. Overall, this is a very difficult discussion to have with someone who is very sick, but the conversation can be therapeutic. The fact that by having the conversation and finding out the sick person's wishes is very important, before the death occurs. At Lotus Funeral and Cremation Center, we work very hard to ensure all your wishes for the funeral services are fulfilled and surpass to your expectations. We operate 24 hours a day and 7 days a week. Our cremations are performed in our building, so we never have to travel to another location in bad weather or through traffic. Our cremation witnessing areas are large to accommodate large groups of people. Our service rooms can accommodate seatings for 500 people for large services. We are centrally located in Toronto, serving families from the East End to the West End. For Hindu families, we supply all the puja items, including fresh leaves, and kirtan groups if required. There is easy access from all highways for travel. For more information, please see me from the telephone number on your screen. Thank you for watching, and see you next week on Rudraaya. Sitaram.
Life is beautiful, but death is inevitable. I realized this when my dad passed away. So much pain, and amidst all this, the worry of arranging a funeral. Thankfully, in all this, Kamal stood by me. From the viewing to the cremation, he arranged it all at one location. Once someone is gone, they don't come back. But Lotus Funeral Home knows how to give them a respectable farewell.
Lotus Funeral Home. Life must be celebrated.
Maharajadev Mandir presents an evening of fantasy, Om Shanti Om, on Saturday, November the 16th. Created by renowned music director Rahman Khan, with a versatile team of sensational singers Shobha Shekhar, Jay Solanki and Visram Devkinandan. Tickets are only $25 and it includes dinner. Location is Chinkuzi Secondary School, and there's a host of different individuals and venues that you could attain your tickets from. So please be sure to join us for this amazing event.
मुझे कितना प्यार है तुमसे, अपने ही दिल से पूछो तुम, जिसे दिल दिया है वो तुम हो, मेरी जिंदगी तुम्हारी है।
मुझे कितना प्यार है तुमसे, अपने ही दिल से पूछो तुम, जिसे दिल दिया है वो तुम हो, मेरी जिंदगी तुम्हारी है।
चाहत ने तेरी मुझको कुछ इस तरह से घेरा, जिनको है मुझको भावे मेरा समझीना सेनोरिना, चाह के तो पल भी मिल पाए, दुनिया में भी कम है क्या, तो फिर तो आओ बुलाए, बुले मोहब्बत कम है क्या, सेनोरिना सुनो सुनो, सेनोरिना है हम क्या।
Maharajadev Mandir presents an evening of fantasy, Om Shanti Om, on Saturday, November the 16th. Created by renowned music director Rahman Khan, with a versatile team of sensational singers Shobha Shekhar, Jay Solanki and Visram Devkinandan. Tickets are only $25 and it includes dinner. Location is Chinkuzi Secondary School, and there's a host of different individuals and venues that you could attain your tickets from. So please be sure to join us for this amazing event.
यादों की बारात निकली है आज दिल के द्वारे, दिल के द्वारे। सपनों की शहनाई बीते दिनों को पुकारे, दिल के द्वारे। हो छेरो तराने मिलन के प्यारे प्यारे संग हमारे। यादों की बारात निकली है आज दिल के द्वारे, दिल के द्वारे। बदले ना अपना ये आलम कभी, जीवन में बिछड़ेंगे ना हम कभी। ओ बदले ना अपना ये
We've come to the end of another segment of Rudraaya. I hope you've enjoyed today's segment, and of course we remind you to please join us this evening at Maharudraaya Mandir for our Durga Ashtami celebrations, and our yagna concludes on Monday, October the 7th at 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. So please join us. We'd like to remind you that throughout the program today you saw our grand event which is coming up on November 16th. Om Shanti Om. It's going to be a wow event, so please come out and join with us. As you've seen today, Rahman Khan is a renowned musical director, and it's going to be a full orchestra. So if you haven't witnessed anything like this before or in a long time, please come out and be sure to get your tickets. $25, and it includes dinner, Chinguzi Secondary School. My dear viewers, we are at the end of Rudraaya. I'd like to thank our kind sponsors at Maharudraaya Mandir, as well as our executive producer Gari Khan for making Rudraaya possible. And of course, we hope to see you tonight. If not, we'll see you next week right here on Rudraaya. Namaste.
Mahadeva, Shambhu Mahadeva,
Shambhu Mahadeva, Shambhu Mahadeva.
Hey Gangadhara, Shiva Gangadhara,
Gangadhara, Shiva Gangadhara.
Hey Gangadhara, Shiva Gangadhara.